The CCJ is currently hearing an appeal concerning the dismissal of a case against Dr. Ernest Hilaire by then Comptroller of Customs Sherman Emanuel in 2021. The appeal, brought by opposition leader and former Prime Minister Allen Chastanet, centers on whether the comptroller had the authority to withdraw the case without consulting the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP. Counsel for the appellant, Chastanet, argued that the DPP's powers to withdraw or discontinue prosecutions cannot be equated to those of the comptroller.
So we're saying the comptroller had no power to withdraw the case, that the DPP is the constitutionally appointed prosecutor for the state, and decisions to discontinue prosecutions, whether started by the DPP or by some other prosecuting authority, are within the exclusive preserve of the DPP unless that power is expressly conferred. And we say there's a reason for that.
The appellant's counsel contends that the withdrawal was politically motivated and lacked proper legal authority. However, the respondents counter that the decision to withdraw the case was made in good faith and followed due process following court-ordered mediation. They emphasize that the magistrate's involvement in mediation indicates a legitimate effort to resolve the matter.
I just wanted to point out at page 626 of the record that the withdrawal had taken place after mediation. So the magistrate had in fact ordered mediation, and mediation in fact took place. And following mediation, the withdrawal was made and the decision of the court was made. I just want to point that out. It was not just an arbitrary off-the-cuff decision by the Mr. Emanuel and the magistrate. She would have presided over the mediation process.
Judges repeatedly pressed the appellant, Chastanet's counsel, to prove the comptroller lacked any withdrawal authority, highlighting gaps in their constitutional interpretation. They, too, highlighted the court-ordered mediation.
What engages me is the thought that the offense for which there was this prosecution carried a fine of $5,000. No imprisonment.
Correct. I was going to make that point.
Therefore, counsel, it seems to me that the magistrate would have been, purely as a judicial officer, as a legal professional, very, very well grounded in thinking, man, this thing here is really taking up time before me, which is unnecessary. Let's have this thing settled between you all. Work it out. Had that taken place, we would not have had two legal heavyweights being brought in even now to deal with this matter at the cost of the pockets of the various clients in relation to the issue.
Former Prime Minister Allen Chastanet, whose administration initiated the original case, was cut short by the president after raising a point of fact following legal representation on statutory interpretation of his learned counsel.
I'm curious to hear what you have to say. It's going to be very brief, I think.
It's going to be very, very brief. It's actually not. I just want to clarify something because the statement was made with regards to Dr. Hilaire putting the car in the name of the High Commission, and it was an avoidance.
Sorry. I'm sorry. If you're going into an issue of fact which has been argued before, I'm afraid I don't think we would need to hear that. I thought you were making a different kind of comment.
Yeah. No, that's
Thank
fine.
you. Thank you, sir.
The core of the initial legal dispute revolves around former Prime Minister Allen Chastanet's assertion that Dr. Hilaire's Land Rover Sport was licensed to the St. Lucia government, a claim Dr. Hilaire refutes, maintaining personal ownership. This stance was supported by Customs Comptroller Sherman Emanuel's 2021 decision to drop criminal proceedings after mediation, a reversal from the initial challenge by former Comptroller Peter Chico. Despite facing multiple legal setbacks in both the High Court and Court of Appeal, Chastanet's constitutional challenge is now proceeding, allowing for further scrutiny of the matter. The court is expected to deliver its ruling in the coming weeks.